Thinking about writing GATE 2027 but have absolutely no idea where to start? What exactly is GATE? Who can apply? Which paper should you choose? How does the exam work? What is the syllabus? And what are the major changes in GATE 2027? Don't worry, because in this video I'm going to explain GATE 2027 from very beginning in a way that is easy to understand even if you're hearing about GATE for the first time. And there are some important updates this year, including new robotics and automation paper, revised syllabus, changes to paper codes, and two paper combinations, and mandatory DigiLocker registration for Indian nationals. So, if you're planning to write GATE 2027, make sure you watch this video till end. And in this video, I'll be telling some important points that you need to know before appearing for GATE exam. Make sure you watch the video without skipping. So now without further delay, let's get started. And if you're new here, I make videos about jobs, internship, exam, courses, career opportunities, and other useful updates for students and working professionals as well. So if you're interested in these kind of videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and on the notification bell so you never miss out any latest updates from my channel. So now without further delay, let's get started. Now let's start with the most basic question. What is GATE? First of all, what exactly is GATE? GATE stands for Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. So it is a national level examination which checks students' understanding of undergraduate level subjects in engineering, technology, science, commerce, arts, architecture, and humanities. And here you can see it is conducted jointly by IISc and IITs on behalf of National Coordination Board, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India. And qualified candidates can use GATE scores for admission to postgraduate and doctoral programs with possible finance assistance. And in MOE supported institution, while several public sector undertakings and they use it for recruitment purpose also. So GATE is not just an exam for people who want a job. A valid GATE score will be useful for higher studies. What I said is including masters, doctoral programs. Next, why do students write GATE? Now you might be wondering, why should I even write GATE? So there are several reasons. The first one is higher study. So a valid score can be used for admission to masters or MTech and certain doctoral programs. For example, student may use their GATE score while applying to postgraduate programs in engineering, technology and other eligible areas. Next, financial assistant. A qualifying GATE score can also be used for seeking financial assistance for eligible masters and doctoral program subject to the applicable rules. Then PSU opportunities. Like several PSUs use GATE scores as part of their recruitment process. And PSU is nothing but public sector undertaking, and also your GATE score will be useful in research or doing PhDs. Next, who can apply for GATE 2027? So here if you see in the official websites, the eligibility criteria are candidates who are currently studying in third or higher years of any graduate degree program or who have completed any government approved degree program in engineering, technology, architecture, science, commerce, art, humanities are eligible to appear for GATE 2027. And apart from these, there are few more eligibility criteria. You can just go through this one by one. And here is another important point. There is no age limit and there is no restriction on number of attempts. So you can prepare for GATE multiple times. For example, you're currently in your third year of BTech, you can apply. And if you're in your final year, you can also apply. If you're already graduated, you can also apply. So now let's understand the overall process. First, you need to choose a paper. Then after choosing paper, you need to check syllabus, then prepare for the exam. Then you need to apply through the GATE online application processing system. Then you need to write the exam. Then finally, you'll get the score. So this is basically the journey. And don't worry, I'll explain detailedly on every module like how to choose paper, how to check your syllabus, how to prepare for exam, how to apply, how to write exam, and how to check your result and everything I'll be explaining in my upcoming videos. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe if you don't want to miss that videos. And also if you're finding this video helpful so far, please like, hype and share this with your friends because it might also help them and they'll thank you later. Now let's check the important dates. So the GATE online application processing system will go live on 27th August. So application form will be opened on 27th August. Then the regular registration will close on 27th September 2026 without late fee. Without late fee, it will be closed on 27th September and extended registration closes on 5th October. So this will have the late fee and I'll tell how much late fee will be applicable. Don't worry. And then so it has mentioned officially these dates can change. And then you'll get the and on 4th January you'll get city allotment notification and this have to be decided the admit card when you'll be able to download the admit card will be decided. It's not decided yet and these are the examination dates week 1, week 2, week 3. Then your results will be announced on 19th March. So here you can see dates are liable to change. That means these dates can change. Actually these were the dates but they have changed it. And here you can see the application fee per paper for female SC, ST, PWD, that is person with disability. The regular period fee is 1000 if you pay it without late. And if you extend, like if you pay after September 27, you have to pay 1500. And for other candidates means male or other categories peoples, the regular payment is 2000 and if you delay it will be 2500. Next, what are GATE test papers? So GATE isn't one single exam where everyone gets the same subject. Instead, there are different test papers. For GATE, there are total 30 test papers, and some of the papers you may have heard are computer science and information technology, data science and AI, electronics and communication, electrical, mechanical, civil, and many others. And there is a new edition this year, and that is robotics and automation. So, if you are interested in robotics and automation, you should definitely check the official robotics and automation syllabus before deciding whether this is the right paper for you. And I'll also make separate dedicated video on the subtopics which I'm discussing now and how to check your syllabus, how to prepare and all. I'll make a separate dedicated video, so stay tuned for those. So now let's talk about the syllabus, which is very important. So the official GATE 2027 syllabi have been revised. So here if you see the syllabi for GATE 2027 test paper have been revised. So candidates are advised to check the updated syllabus. So you need to check the updated syllabus only. So if you downloaded a GATE 2026 syllabus earlier, don't simply assume it is exactly same as 2027. So you should always check the latest details from the GATE portal itself. Next, how many papers can you write? So there is another important questions beginners often ask and so that is can I write two GATE papers? So yes, you can write two GATE papers. So GATE usually allows a candidate to appear for one or up to two test papers, but there is an important condition. If you want to appear for two papers, they must be from the officially permitted two paper combinations, and I'll talk about this in detail in next video, so you don't have to worry now. Now let's talk about one of the biggest application related updates, and that is none other than DigiLocker. So the official website says so DigiLocker registration is mandatory for all the Indian nationals. So the website asks to create or update their verified DigiLocker account before registration. So information such as name, date of birth, mobile number, email ID, profile picture, address, and verified ID card number will be fetched from DigiLocker. So if you're planning to apply for GATE 2027, don't wait until the last date. You can create or update your verified DigiLocker account beforehand. And if you don't know how to create your DigiLocker account, I'll tell you in my upcoming videos. And apart from the topics which I'm covering in this video or I'll be covering in next video, if you want any other topics of GATE, you can just comment in the comment box. I'll surely make video on that too. Next, exam structure and question types. So total, the paper will be for 100 marks. General aptitude carries 15 marks and remaining 85 marks goes to subject. So based on the subject which you choose, on that this 85 marks will be. And the question types will be MCQs, which means multiple choice questions. And this is MSQ means multiple select questions. And NAT means numerical answer type. So when you start preparing, don't focus only on memorizing concepts. You should also understand how these different question types work. What should a beginner do now? So the step 1 is understand gate. First understand what gate is, why you are writing it, why you should write, for what is the purpose to write it. Next, choose your paper. Decide whether your target is CS, DA, EC, EE, ME, CE, RA, that is Robotics and Automation, which just released this year, or another paper, any other papers. There will be many more papers, you need to see that. Then the step 3 is download the GATE 2027 syllabus. Don't use an outdated syllabus because 2026 and 2027 syllabus won't be same. Then step 4 is check the 2 paper option. If you are interested in 2 papers, check the official web page. Then understand the exam pattern, know what MCQ, MSQ and NAT questions are. Then step 6, prepare your documents, get your photograph, signature and ID ready for before the application. Then step 7 is update DigiLocker. Make sure your verified DigiLocker account is ready. So even there is a small mistake, this will affect your exam, so make sure you update your DigiLocker. And the step 8 is start preparing. And finally, don't wait for the application deadline to start studying. Start with the basics and follow the official syllabus. So if you came into this video knowing absolutely nothing about GATE, I hope you now have a basic understanding of what GATE is, why students write it, who can apply, what the different papers are, what's new in GATE 2027, how the exam works, and what you should do next. And if you are already preparing for GATE, I hope the GATE 2027 updates were useful for you as well. But we are not stopping here. I'm going to make separate videos on GATE application form, step by step, complete syllabus, another syllabus, 2 paper combinations, application fees, documents required, photo and signature requirements, and many more, as I already said. So if you are preparing for GATE 2027, subscribe to my channel Namswag and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming videos. And if you found this video helpful, please like, hype and share this with your friends. It really helps them and also motivates me to bring such genuine opportunities for you. Want me to cover any particular GATE 2027 topic? Let me know in the comments. I'll surely make a video on that. Thanks for watching. See you next video. Till then, keep learning. Bye bye.